if you think I'm crazy now, I mean, you had to see me at 19. I was just really, yeah, I'm just walking on the ceiling. Let's just improvise. What does the guitar do? And that's when I started to, learn about seeing all the similarities about the attack of the guitar and how fast the attack is. At Yale, it was just 1 year. You're just going to be, there for 1 year. And now I'm like 35 or 6 years later. I'm still there. Do them both loud, but the second one's being a little cheated, right? Do me a favor, play unbelievable. Can you do it and just stop on this downbeat? Do it at tempo, but stop on the downbeat. So just stop, just as a little exercise. You're trying to be, in a way, a kind of inspector. You're trying to figure out what inspires this person. Of course, you can see things like technical things, those that you can say, well, this person has issues in right hand or left hand or issues in tone. All those things you become very good at after a while. And then it becomes a thing of realizing, wow, every body is different, every literal body. So you're trying to inspire them and get them to improve something that they've ingrained in themselves. I mean, some of these habits that you will encounter are really hard to break. So I find myself getting less frustrated if it doesn't change immediately in a month or 2 months. That's pretty fast. But if I've planted the seed, if I said it enough times and they see, yes, I think I know, then it probably will improve. So you can't always be looking for results, immediate results. You might find that person will come back to you and say, wow, that thing you said to me, now I understand, etc. I think it's important for me to be excited about what I'm doing. Like, it was cool the other day because I just played with a string quartet, then I get to coach. Solo guitar is great, but you'll be a better musician if you play with somebody else. I form a duo, and I'm happy to see many more duos now, not just guitar duos, but flute and guitar, oboe and guitar, cello and guitar has taken off. But I will tell you one thing. When you're playing music, you're a storyteller. At the end of the day, you're very much like a filmmaker. You're telling a story through the composer's piece. But it's still your story with the composer. Some people say, I don't know, I've heard somewhere some conductor saying, the score is only 50%, right? The score is 50%. The interpreter brings a lot to it. People want to be moved. No instrument can do what the classical guitar can do in 2 minutes. No, I'm sorry. We can slay people in 2 minutes. Piano can't. No, sorry. There's something about our instrument where we can play a two, and case in point, any Catalan folk melody. One of the jobs I've had is to reinstate the joy of music making in my students.